Hey y'all, come on in. Good evening. Hope y'all having a God bless evening. It is still Thursday. I've got these turnip and mustard greens. I want y'all to just see how pretty these greens are. These are, let's see, these are mustard greens. Can y'all see how pretty those are? Let me turn this other light on back here. Okay, that makes a difference. These are my turnip greens, and these are my mustard greens. I'm just getting ready to get them all prepared for Sunday dinner. And just want to let y'all see how to clean, wash, and cook mustard and turnip greens together. So that's what it's going to be, mustards and turnips together. Y'all know I'm looking at TV. So just watch this. I'll just give you a little quick demo. One day I'm going to be like you. I'm going to help people. I hope so. It's my passion. I take care of everyone. Okay, now we can hear. So what I got going, it doesn't matter which one you clean first. All of them got to be picked and clean. But this is how you pick greens. Some people say they don't know how. Now these are nice, big leaves of turnip greens. Sometimes you can just take them like this, and I'll do it 2 or 3 different ways. You can do like that. But the thing about it is, you got to pull that vein out of the middle. Or you can take, you got to get you one of these little small paring knives, and you can just put it in there just like so, and just bring it right straight down and pop it right out. And it's the same thing with the mustard greens. I bought these yesterday and just get it to them, so I thought I better go on, since it's a nice rainy day today and I'm not going anywhere. Just like so. And of course, you just keep doing that and doing that until you get them all done. It's going to take me 20 or 30 minutes to do this. I'm going to cook them with some smoked turkey. And what I'll do is cook them today. Today is Thursday. I'll cook them today, and then Sunday we'll have them for Sunday dinner. Of course, I'm going to have me a mess of them or bowl of them this evening. And I love what you call the pot liquor off of these greens. Some people put the dumplings in. I can't remember, my kids even like the dumplings in, but I know my grandmother used to fix them with dumplings. I hope y'all can hear me talking, but my grandmother used to fix turnip greens with the dumplings. So, but all I'm doing right here, y'all know I'm always talking, but all I'm doing right here is just getting them cleaned up, getting them picked, as I this is what my grandmother said, come on here, gal, and help me pick these greens. And so this is what you call picking greens. It's just getting that stem out and getting them ready. Now these are some huge turnip greens. Now the mustard greens are regular size, but these are some real big turnip green leaves. Even that one is not the biggest one. These are probably not, I'm sure, the bitter turnip. Usually the bitter ones that I kind of like, not a lot of them all in one pot, is a turnip salad. And they have a little bitter taste to them, which is wonderful. And you know you need some turnip greens when you get a hold of those. So these here are just your regular turnip greens. So these are locally grown here in North Carolina. They are good, very tasty. You know, greens are always tasty. I was going to do collards, but I thought, every time I do greens, for the most part, I either do cabbage or I do collards. So I decided, I think I'm going to do some turnip and mustard greens. This was one of my husband's favorite, these two mixed greens, the turnips and the mustards. Like I say, it's a real simple process. And when it comes time to cook, I'll probably cook them maybe an hour and a half or so. Some people probably cook them less time than that. I cook them like that because I like mine to have a certain consistency, and I like that flavor. You just cook them until you get them to that flavor, because the more you cook them, the more that flavor comes out to tasting like turnip greens. Of course, I will drop a cup of onion and put in there, and I'm going to use smoked turkey tails or wings or something like that. I think I got smoked turkey tails in my freezer already, so That's probably what I'll be using. But like I say, it'll take to do all of these. I think I've got, I believe I bought 3 bunches of turnips and 2 bunches of mustard. So I probably have got about 5 pounds of greens here. And when I get through taking the stems out of them, probably 4 pounds. So this will be a good pot of greens. Because once you get greens going around here, everybody loves greens. Some good old cornbread, and something I haven't made lately is a meatloaf. I'll probably do a nice meatloaf. Haven't done meatloaf lately. I always use turkey meat to make my meatloaf. So, hope y'all are still having a great day. I've just been sort of pondering over that last video that I posted, especially about that young man that was just recently lost his life. Those kind of things. I'm telling you, when I start thinking about my children, when things are happening, it just takes its toll on my emotions. And I tell you, this has been an emotional day today, but I remain prayerful just the same. I remain prayerful and trust God to help me through those feelings. And for any of you all that are going through, if you've lost, I've never lost a child like that. I've never done that, but I can't even fathom. I know what I feel like with just the thought of that. So I can't even imagine. That's what, when I was talking to Tanya, I said, when they were talking about that boy laying there crying, mama, and all, oh, Jesus, I tell you what, I cannot fathom losing a child. I'm telling you, I cannot, but I'm sure that those who have, my heart goes out to you, because I can't even imagine. I'm not going to say I can imagine, because my mind just cannot wrap itself around that situation, because I know how I feel about my children and my grandchildren and my family here, and people that I love. I just love people in general, and especially my family and my friends. Those kind of heartaches are just, to me, are just unfathomable, unimaginable. I can't even begin. So I'm not going to try to sit here and say, I cannot imagine. I absolutely cannot imagine. So, but anyway, for any of y'all that's listening to me, if you've lost a child or a significant other and things like that, significant other, yeah. Honey, let me tell you something else. There ain't nothing, I can't even imagine that feeling would go beyond that, but I don't know, because it's never happened to me. But I know, how I felt when my husband passed away, so, and I still feel like that wound is wide open, but God, as bad as it still hurts, but God has me, He keeps me with that. And for all these people that are losing loved ones through this crisis, y'all, just continue to pray for people. This thing is ongoing. That number is going up from 100,000 that they talked about earlier, that I asked you all to just do that moment of prayer and to stand in the gap about. That number is just going up. People are leaving here still, and we are going that way, but in the face of this situation, that they're going in, it's just, it's something to reckon with. Nothing to play about, nothing not to feel bad about, and then all these other tragic things happening, it's just not good at all. But anyway, let's just get to a lighter subject. Okay, y'all, I am thinking about doing some yard work, y'all. How about that? Let's talk about some yard work, getting outside. I would love to be able to get out there. My back is sort of bothering me, so I have to kind of take it easy. I want to just plant a small garden with some tomatoes, some cucumbers, and maybe some green peppers and some of those multicolored peppers. I've done those gardens before, but the thing that I know to keep them up is work. So I may or may not, I don't know. I may, if I can talk to the garden shop and talk to those guys out there and ask them how they're doing, how people say they're doing with the container plants. That's what I do for my ferns and stuff. I just, get plants and put them in. I don't put anything in the ground because I'm not able to keep up with the weed eating. So I may just get me a little old container garden going. I don't know yet, but I know one thing. I better hurry and figure it out because it's getting ready to be June, and it's time for those things to start growing. So we'll see. You haven't had a lot of sunshine. You know, like for tomatoes, I know it takes a lot of sun for tomatoes to grow. They require lots of sun and lots of water too. Oh wow, that was one bunch? No, okay, I must have had 3 bunches of turnips, okay. So I've done 2 bunches of turnips. Got one more to go. And then I think I must have 2 bunches of the mustard here. I'm gonna say. That was a lot for one bunch. So, hope you all are just got some good thoughts in mind and got some people around you who are positive and supportive of you. If not, you know, just keep on praying like we talked about. Just pray without ceasing, y'all. And God will send your help along the way. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead, pretty much this, so I'm sure you all got the gist of it. If you're going to do it by hand, if you're going to have that little knife, I don't want to do the knife, just pull that stem right out. And to me, it depends on the leaf as to how you're going to do it. If it's one of those leaves where that stem will pop right on out of there, I'll just pull it. Excuse me. And if need be, like this one here, I ain't fooling with the knife because it's got, this one is kind of wimpy. You know, the crisp ones I work with better with the knife. So, there's, like I said, 1 or 2 ways. Pulling it out, or get that knife under that vein and come down each side like that. Or you can take the knife, fold it over, get under there, and then come down both sides at the same time. Yeah, this is going to be a nice pot of greens here. Tony Howard's going to be really, really excited about this. He loves green. He especially loves collard. I think I might have a few collards even in the refrigerator. Leftovers from Christmas. Or Thanksgiving, really. I think I got 1 bag left maybe. So, I'm about done with this. About done with 3 bunches. So y'all see how much time it took me. This is real time, y'all. Now these right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish these off in real time. So to give you an idea, because y'all know I have to cook a lot of greens, or a lot of anything that I cook, I have to cook a lot of it. So far, this is 2 bunches almost that I've done. So no, 3 bunches. I'm on my 3rd bunch. And you know, some people like to cook these stems, and I don't pretty too much care for the stem. Now I'll leave some of the stem in on some of these. You know, I won't pull them all the way out. The tender one, the little one, because you know there's a lot of nutrients and flavor in those stems. So for that reason, I will leave a little bit of the stem in. But for the most part, I take all of that stem out. Now in the mustard greens, those stems are a little bit more coarse, so I do take all the stem out. But these turnip greens, these don't, even though some of them are big, but the big ones I won't leave any of them in at all. That's why I buy enough of them, so I have, like that little one right there, that'll be okay in there. And I won't even bother that one. And if there are any other little ones in here, I will leave the stem in, okay? But for the most part, I think I've taken the stem out of all of these. Okay. Yeah, those 2 can stay. And you can just about tell, when you've done this enough times, you can feel of that stem and know what that stem feels like. And going back to business, you don't have to spend a whole bunch of time doing this. Okay, this is one of those sit-down jobs, and I thank God for it because my back is telling me that I couldn't have stood to the sink. Because no, I was standing right there at the sink and do this and go on and wash them, put them in there, let them soak, and then go ahead and wash them and get them on the stove. So we're just like good. Yeah, voila, we've done 3 bunches. How you like them apples? So I've got 2 bunches of my mustard greens to do. So my 3 bunches of turnip greens are done. They were done deal, darling. Okay. People probably trying to figure out what's she doing on her table. This table is granite, so it's not gonna hurt a thing. So it's non-porous as far as I know. The granite, it's not gonna hurt a thing. So I can cut, chop, pick greens, do all that good stuff. So this is 2 bunches of my mustard greens. So I'm just gonna get started on them, and then I'm gonna turn the camera off because I don't need to run the camera. I can guesstimate how much time it's gonna take. So you see how much time it took to do the 2 bunches, and that was in real time. And you can knock about it takes about 10 minutes or less to do these mustard greens. Most of them, I think I'm just gonna end up popping them out by hand. It's just a lot easier. Pop those mustard greens out by hand. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna cut it right now, and then I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna finish, and it'll take. I'm gonna let these greens. Once I get them finish picking them, I'm gonna go ahead and let them soak in some water. I put salt in the water. Salt is supposed to sort of cool and tenderize. So I'll put some salt in that water, and then then go ahead and wash them really, really good. Thought that was a bug. Sometimes bugs are in me. I haven't seen any bugs so far, so good. But anyway, I'm just about done with picking the greens. And see, like I was talking to you about the do-ahead stuff. Anytime you're planning a meal and there's stuff that you can do ahead, go ahead and do it ahead. Because one thing about greens, to me, this is me, they taste better the next day or 2 anyway. So this is a good deal. And if I'm going to do these for Sunday dinner, because I have to cook so many, I don't need to try to do these the day of. I really, really don't. So, I'm about halfway through the rest of these greens. And I'm going to say it's probably going to take a good 20 to 30 minutes to get all of them picked. And then we'll wash them. I let them soak for about 30 minutes. Then I go back and wash them out real good. So this is like in real time. So 30 minutes, 31 hour, about 3 hours, start to finish. Because you figure you gotta pick them, wash them, soak them, then you gotta cook them. So I'm gonna say it takes a good 3 hours to do a big old pot of greens like this. Because I am going to, like I say, and this pot is not going to be as many as you think, because one thing about greens, when the hot water hits them, they will shrink. So, okay guys, so much for the picking. I got those little few left to do, and I'll be back after I get them washed and get ready to put them in the pot. So this is 18 minutes, so another 5 minutes, I'm going to be done with these greens. So I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, y'all. It took me another 4 minutes to completely pick the rest of those greens. So 22 minutes, that's not bad. So what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and wash them. First I'm going to rinse them off, because one thing about mustard greens, they're real gritty. That little fine grit on them. And what I'm going to do, I got them over here on one side of the sink, and I'm just going to spray them off like this. And then I'll start with cold water. Just spray them, get that first little bit of grit off of them. Then I'm going to soak them. Yeah, my sink is clean, sanitized, Clorox down, for those of you who are wondering. I know some of y'all feel like of course, you got to ask that question. So you don't have to, in the comments, you don't have to ask me. I am just spraying that first little bit of grit off of them, like so. Over on this side, I got a double seat, so I want to put them some soaking on the other side. And I'll put some salt in there. Now my mom always taught me to put salt when you're washing greens. She said that salt helps to pull the grit off of them. So to this day, I'm 71 years old. And I still believe that, so I'm spraying them, and I'm going to put the water in it, and I'm going to put some salt in that water, and let it do what it do. Like I said, this is just like a little preliminary wash you can get it done in. This is gonna be a big old pan of greens. And that was a heavy load of greens. I'll probably taste and see a little bit of these tonight because this one completely. I'm gonna fry some green. I'm gonna eat some fish tonight. You know what? Turnip greens and fish is really, really a good meal. So again, what I'm doing here is just rinsing these off like so before I put them into soak just to get that first grit off of them. One thing you can do too if you want to, like when you come in from outside, which is sometimes I do when I can remember to do it, is to go ahead and take the water hose outside and just hose them down and then bring them in and pick and clean them. So these have been picked really good. I didn't lose any greens. All the leaves were good. There was no, rotten leaves or anything like that. These are beautiful greens. They're nice and fresh. Nice and fresh. Yeah. So the next thing I'll do, I'm gonna let them soak for about 15 minutes, and I'm gonna come back and wash. After let them soak, then wash them, and then I'll come back and put them in the pan and start cooking them. Okay, it's time to get these greens in the pot. I discovered in my freezer that I had almost a half of a medium-sized pork roast that I had cooked a while back. So what I did, I just took it out the freezer, dropped it in this water, cut it up, took the bone out of it, and that is what I'm using for my seasoning. So I'm not using smoked turkey. I'm using half of a pork roast. It was already seasoned and everything, so I didn't have to put in extra seasoning. So we're gonna let those cook down. And I got about that many more to go into the pot, and they're gonna have to cook. Now remember one thing that I forgot to mention about mustard. Fresh mustard is very strong. It has a very pungent taste. So I'm mixing mine. I don't mind the pungent taste. Now I'm trying to think back. I tried to just cook mustard greens by themselves one time, and whoo, they were too strong. So mixing them with these turnip greens should work out fine. So I'm looking forward to that because I love that bitter. I think we talked about it earlier. I was talking about the bitter taste that turnips have. Well, I welcome that flavor. So we're gonna get these greens going here in about a good hour and a half. I think they'll be ready. So y'all hang in there with me now, and we're gonna get these greens going. Okay, y'all, there they are. And it only took 1 hour to cook them. This pot of mustard and turnip greens are epic, y'all. I cooked them. I showed y'all how I picked them, washed them. Now I've cooked them. They are ready for Sunday's dinner. Hope y'all can follow these directions on there. Grab you some turnips and some kale. You can do turnips and kale or mustard. You can do all three. I chose not to do the kale. Kale is good in this pot as well, but this is just turnips and mustards. Now remember, the mustard greens are really pungent, have a real strong taste, but I like the little strong bitter taste. And the turnips that I purchased were not the strong turnips. They were just regular local. You could see the big leaves, but they are very, very good. So listen, guys, if you want some good old greens, run by the store, grab you some greens, get you a piece of meat to throw in there, and cook them up. They're just that easy. A little time consuming in a way, but not all that much for what you're going to get in the end. So listen, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting my channel. And remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're a new viewer. So keep those prayers going up. Keep those encouragements going out to people. Call a friend. Invite somebody over that you trust and know as far as this virus is concerned. Continue to pray without ceasing. Stand in the gap for someone. Just pray that things will get better. And please, by all means, stay safe when you're going out and about. And again, I can't express enough the continuing to pray without ceasing for all the things that are going on in the world today. So listen, y'all, got my big old pot of greens. I'm going to taste a few, and then the rest of these I'm going to pack them up, and they're going to go in the fridge until Sunday. So listen, guys, until I decide to cook something again, I'm going to say love you guys. Take care. Have a blessed evening. Toodaloo.